Welcome to Montana Matters. We're joined by Becky Spencer. She is an enrolled agent for Laser 1040 here in Billings, and it's so great to have you back on the show again.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
It means that it's tax season, right?
It does. It does, and there's lots of changes this year.
Oh, so very busy time of year. Lots of changes. You're here to tell us all about those. What separates your business?
Well, we do specialize in Montana. Our business was started over the garage at my uncle's house down by the sugar factory, between that and the water plant. And by the time I took it over in my late 20s, we had like 1,500 returns the very first year, and we do about 4,500 returns, and most of them are Montana. A few people have moved away and send them back, but we mostly do Montana returns.
Wow, that's a lot of returns.
It is.
You guys are very busy.
We are, and we're efficient.
Oh yes, of course. Talk to us about some of these tax law changes in conjunction with Montana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, of course, when we heard that we were having all these changes, there was a lot of, what about Montana? What about Montana? Well, Montana is going to follow the federal with adjusted gross income, which means that the new businesses that have to pay tax on only 80% of their income, that's going to be the same for Montana.
Okay.
And one of the things with the federal, some people will be filing separately now to get that deduction because it does phase out after a certain income level, especially for businesses like mine that are financial businesses. Montana, is going to be affected by the change in the itemized deductions, and probably the people most affected adversely will be the truck drivers, the construction workers that work out of town, and the outside salespeople. And I sort of thought maybe Congress would back off on that when they realized that they had affected the bread and butter people of the nation, but they haven't mentioned that. They are going to have a little tweak thing to the law, and probably they're going to extend the mortgage insurance premiums, which is where the bank gets insured in case people default, but not a lot other than that. One thing about it, though, you're still going to be itemizing Montana. I ran my own return, and it was $1,500 it would cost me not to itemize, and I don't have a lot of deductions. The outside salespeople, one of them, I ran his to see, and it saved him only $150 because he wasn't going to be allowed his employee business expense. So
okay, so itemized deductions, that's a big change.
They'll be itemizing Montana, but not federal, yes.
Okay, okay, that sounds good. What changes are affecting your business? How do you address them?
Well, of course, the fraud is the big change, and I just want here to warn anyone that gets a phone call from the IRS, don't respond. They do. The IRS does have places that you can go online or call to report them. And they try to block their phone lines by a whole lot of, calls, so that the line gets blocked.
That's a big thing for people to be aware of.
It is. We're so concerned about that we put about a $14,000 firewall in last winter, and
so
everything that we have is not dishes. We have hardwired.
All right, so safe and secure and Laser 1040. Becky, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. For more information, we'd invite you to give them a phone call or stop by their location.
Thank you.